Alrighty. So in the last set of notes, we introduced two-step equations. And this time we're still doing them, but now we're doing them in the opposite order. Now, we're going to start by dividing and multiplying. And then we're going to add and subtract. Crucially, these questions look a little bit different, don't they? Well, let's solve them out and we'll see how to get our answers. So, this 3 here is multiplying these parentheses. Because it's doing that, we need to go ahead and divide both sides by 3 to get it out of there. Divide 3 there, divide 3 here. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Then we're left with x minus 2. So to get our answer, we add both sides. 2 plus 2 is 4. X is untouched, so it comes down. Awesome. Next one up, we have x plus 1 over 8. Now this 8 is going to be on the bottom, that's dividing. To get rid of it, we multiply both sides by 8. 3 times 8 is 24. And then this guy was untouched, so we have x plus 1 left over. We subtract 1, and x equals 23. So, here's the big question. How do we know what comes first? How do we know whether we should multiply divide first or add subtract first? Well, the biggest thing to know is that we always work towards our x. And what this means is we're digging towards it. We're getting rid of the outside first. What I want you to do is circle x. And ask yourself, what is farthest away from it on the same side? And what that means is we get rid of the farthest first. So, let's look at this example here. I'm going to start by circling my x. We're going to ignore the right side for right now. On the same side, my 2 is close, and my 1 is farther away. So I want to get rid of the farthest first. I want to get rid of this -1 first. So, I add 1 to both sides. These cancel out. I do 7 plus 1 gives me 8. My 2x comes down. Then I solve like normal. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Cancel, x. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Next one up. Circle my x. Because they're in parentheses, this 5 is close. This 8 is far. So the 8's got to go first. We divide both sides by 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8. I get x plus 5. We subtract 5 from both sides, giving me 3 and x. I'm going to keep going. Because it's on top, my 3 is close, and my 5 is far. So I get rid of the farthest first. This is dividing, so I multiply both sides by 5. Cancel there. 2 times 5 gives me 10. I have x minus 3. I add 3 to both sides. 10 plus 3 gives me 13, and the x comes down. Notice that for each of these, I'm keeping my work clean and organized. And just by circling the x, I'm just adding one little detail. Circle my x. My 5 is close. My 3 is far. That 3 has to go. So I add 3 to both sides. Cancel there. 2 plus 3 gives me 5. X over 5 comes down. Then, multiply both sides by 5, cancel here. 5 times 5 gives me 25. X equals 25. I know that was a lot. Take your time with it. Make sure you know exactly how I did everything. The most important detail, to identify what we do, the order we do them. We find what's close and what's far, and we get rid of the farthest first. This is the most important detail. And to get rid of it, we just do the opposite of what we see. Okay, so we have 4 practice questions. I want you to do the same process again. And of course, once you're ask us if you have any questions. And once you're done, I'd like you to do the practice on Canvas. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.